When I drive to treatment this morning, I'll probably get arrested just because the cops been over here a lot and been fucking with me. Lately, they've been just waving at me lately. It seems like the whole town knows everything. You know what I mean? You can't do anything anymore. Well, a town of 40,000. No one tells on you. You tell on yourself. But the main thing is that you have to start looking at all these laws. Like Oregon has it all legal, and in North Dakota it's not. This is the United States of America. Why do I have to travel not to go to jail? What is this? This isn't America. Just like when the marijuana thing happened, it's like now I got to move to go smoke marijuana. It's like no way. I was born with a bad heart. I'm a disability. You know what I mean? Some of these, the all any of the drugs that I use now are actually prescribed inside of emergency rooms and doctors and counselors. You know, that's all the drugs I use now. I don't use drugs that are going to kill you or do anything crazy. I can't even do that many drugs because I get super sick and then I throw up and puke everywhere. And normally with me is I destroy myself and I'll catch myself before I get too far down, and then I'll start building myself up, and then the cops will come and I'll go to jail. Right when I try to turn it around, right before everything's gonna hit the shit storm, because I see how bad it is, and I'm like, oh, I don't want this, and then I'm in jail. That's been working for the last 10 years, haven't it? Look at me now. What do I got? Nothing. Just nothing. Um, I don't know. I post these videos on here, and a lot of it is mind games. How easy it is to manipulate situations, what families can do, and how they can influence you. Part of me thinks that my mom paid that lady off to tell me that, and that girl might have been bought and hired from my mom. Like, money can do a lot of things. My mom knows girls are my kryptonite. She could find a half decent girl, give her a little bit of money, and say, hang out with him for a couple of weeks and months. Watch, she'll get sober. Oh, surprise, surprise. A girl gets sober, tries to get her shit together, and then relapse for whatever reason, debails because she struggles with her addiction, right? Then um, all this other shit goes down, and everybody hates everybody, and all these lies brew up, and we're spinning, and we're just taking that goal, just going and spinning. We're trying to remodel the trailer now, but it's like we got a house, farm, all this other stuff, and it's just like we're just bored. Really, when it all comes down to it, we're bored. We don't make nothing, we don't sell nothing, we don't do nothing. That's what I tell my mom. All we do is burn money. Literally. Literally, that's all we're doing is just throwing it out the window. Can't even buy and sell cars because if she bought a car, she'd give it away. You know what I mean? And that's what we're dealing with. But I think she has this. My mom has dementia. I think she's getting a little old, and it's um, what is it when you give too much? Like you just keep giving to the point where it's almost hurting you. But I mean, I don't know. She could give quite a bit more even yet, but I don't know. But the problem is that it's just I don't agree with everything that's been going on around me. We used to have a bobcat, a trailer, a truck, all this. At least it's all shoveled out now. And then when somebody does something for it, it's just craziness. How the mind works on and off, and then this, that, and the third. Long-term sobriety is what everybody wants. You know what I mean? Nobody wants this lifestyle. Nobody wants to live in chaos and mayhem and destroy you, bite your heart and rip it out and kill, kill, kill. Everybody's going to kill because that's all it is. I call it Eminem. Call it the mad meth syndrome. When you do meth, you get mad. Everybody does, no matter what they do. Coming down the whole situation because your body will never feel good again. So, as what I can say to you is know that like when you're using drugs, make sure that you're aware of like how much dopamine is getting released in your brain. Make sure that you know what you're doing. Don't be dumb and do way too much and fly right over the rafters, because I've seen somebody jump off the top of the house, think that they could fly like a fucking bird. You know what I mean? Like literally flying like a bird, sit there off the fucking top of the house. I've seen and done a lot of things in my life that are unorthodox, and I spend a lot of time in jail because of it. I mean, just because my lifestyle is not like the norm doesn't make me a bad person. It just means that I was born with a disability. Self-medication doesn't make you a bad person. There's good and bad in every color. Just like in the badge too. There's good and bad in every badge too. You know? So that's the thing. Before you go and throwing somebody in jail for something small and stupid, How about you get to know them and you know what kind of person they are? Do they give the shirt off their back? Do they give money to the homeless? Do they help the community? What do they offer more assets than negativities? Like what is a true accomplishment and what is the true goal here? Is it going to happen on its own anyway? If we just left it alone and stopped intervening, and as we did in the past, because what happens when we do in the past? History repeats itself. So how do we change history? Um, Maybe we try something else, right? Like maybe, I don't know. But a hard part of it is with my steps is, which I might change around a little bit, like you got to love yourself for sure, and you got to have a lot of self-worth. You're gonna have to work on small things, looking in the mirror, telling yourself that you're beautiful, you're worth it, you're a good person, it's okay what's happened, I'm willing to work forward. You're gonna have to forgive people, you're gonna have to embrace people like their family, and you're gonna have to it's gonna be hard, it's not easy, especially when the whole family and the whole community that you're in is just pulling you down, because the community that doesn't want to talk to you. So if you want to get out of it, you can't. You're just stuck. And even if you try, it don't even matter. So what do you do? What do you do? I don't know. Get a job, probably. I would like to get a job, but I don't know. I want to help the people, like this. This is my job. I'm trying to figure out how to deal with addiction and try to help us move forward. I fought the justice system and got the whole new modernized treatment going for the state and the county and pretty much Midwest. My job, I mean, why not hit the ground running and try to help addiction? Why not try to figure out what's the root problem of it? You know, I know why I'm an emotional user. I get feelings, I get all sad. I'm a lover. My mom hugged me too much. Um, so I probably need a counselor, but it's sad it took me 33 years to figure that out. But how do you get to go to one every day when you don't have a license and you live in North Dakota? You know what I mean? And they're taking it for anything just because they're at war with you. Pull me over because I went to Walmart to get a drink of water or a glass of milk for no insurance. You take my license for 3 months. Like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Oh, now I can't pay my child support, so you're going to take my license. You know what I mean? Like this is ridiculous. It's not a right or privilege. It should be like, it should just be the law that you should be able to travel on anything you want. Maybe not a plane, but whatever. It don't matter. I'm going to jail soon, probably for the weekend or whatever. I would rather have Monday come around. Maybe I could get some hope going here this weekend, change my life around. I doubt it. I'll go to jail and everything that was working ain't gonna work no more. I don't know. I need to find some more support in the proper manners and proper avenues and channels. That's what I need to do. I'm like so isolated and secluded, and I don't find anybody that wants to be on the same path as anyone. I guess that's why I'm trying to start that nonprofit, to where the community can hold events where people are struggling with their addiction. Doesn't matter where they're at with it. And, we need to start taking a little bit more of a liberal look at this, because people do change. You know what I mean? And I don't know. It don't matter. I'm just some guy, some drug dealer, ex-drug dealer who can't get a job because he's born with a bad heart. And excuses, 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 excuses. I don't know. I'm going to get my shit together and go sell cars again. That girl, we were five yards away from a touchdown, and she, I don't know. Maybe it was that. Maybe it's her job. Maybe it was, no, I know what it is. I think all the viewers do too. I think my mom caught on to it, and then those two started fighting because I wasn't, and then and everything blew way out of proportion, and here we are now. And that's how the family dynamics work. I hope I just get everything going. You know what I mean? But I do want to say this, is that you don't know what's really going on. So don't just jump to conclusions so quickly.